Hi everyone, Annie here from Uplifting Studios TV. Thank you so much for joining me again. And this is episode number 2. And today I'll be sharing on You Are Enough. Now, this is a subject that is really dear to my heart because for a long time, I never viewed myself as being enough. And just sort of continuing off from where we left off on episode number 1, I was sharing on my journey and moving to Australia from Kenya and feeling like I was not enough, having self-limiting beliefs around whether I was good enough. And this came about due to the fact that I moved to a country where I was a minority. There were not many people who looked like me. There were not many people who sounded like me. And I began to doubt myself. And so just picking up from where we left off last time, so my dream was to get into television, and I got a really wonderful work experience opportunity. I loved it. The staff there were absolutely amazing. I remember the chief of staff telling me, you know what, Annie, if you want to come back, just let us know, get in touch. And I was really excited at the prospect of working for, a major national television station, but got home and I just began to doubt myself. I began to feel like, well, there's nobody who looks like me there. There's nobody who sounds like me. I'm gonna make mistakes and I'm gonna be, the center of mistakes. And I just don't want to have that spotlight on me in that way. And so I quickly backtracked and changed gears and changed direction in terms of re-enrolling for a completely different degree, this time a master's degree in human resource management, and pursued that. I went for that because I felt it was safer and I felt like it wouldn't be, I wouldn't be out there in the spotlight. And so I did that. But, the amazing thing with life is that when you have a calling or when you have something that you are meant to fulfill, it just tags on your heart. It just tags on your heart. And so I remember volunteering in community radio for quite a few years, and I loved it, but still, had those self-limiting beliefs of I cannot get in front of the camera, or I possibly cannot do this work that I really, really desire to do because I just don't look a certain way and I don't sound a certain way. And this changed for me when I became a mom. Mindset wise, I just felt like I needed to do so much more. I needed to step it up. I couldn't continue living life where I felt I wasn't enough. If I felt that way, then what message would that be giving, my daughter, my newborn daughter at the time, and now as a mom of 2, what message would I be sending to my kids if I felt that I wasn't good enough? And so I had to begin to work on myself and do things that I would normally not do, pursue things, chase my dream. So for me, my dream of having a platform where I could encourage others, where I could share positive stories, really was fueled by being a mom. Being a mom who wanted my kids, still want my kids to grow up in this beautiful country where they can see themselves reflected in the stories that we're telling, that they can see stories of hope, see stories of overcoming, see stories of people who are in positions of leadership and in using, their work as a force for good. And also seeing people who they can relate to, people who look and sound like them, so that they know that, the sky is, that there's no limit to what they can do. And that's what I'm trying to do here with Uplifting Studios. We're trying to tell the stories that are not normally told, trying to tell the good news stories, the stories that make us happy, the stories that remind us about the goodness in humanity, the stories that remind us that, yes, we are good enough. Yes, we are enough. Yes, we can apply for that job and we can get that job. Yes, we can be in positions of leadership and influence, and that we can truly make a difference. And a lot of the times, I feel that we cannot be what we cannot see. See, for me, what stopped me from feeling as though I was enough was the fact that there wasn't anybody who looked like me in the television industry at the time. And so I didn't feel I could go for it. I didn't feel I could pursue it. And I want to be visible, even though sometimes it is hard and I feel a little bit overwhelmed by whether I can do it, but I still step up to the plate because somebody out there needs to see somebody perhaps who looks like them and who sounds like them, who is doing it, to give them the permission or to unshackle that self-limiting belief to go and be all that they want to be. I think being a mom really changed things for me. It changed my priorities. It really put me in a position where I felt I really needed to make the most of this life that I've been given. You know, life is a gift and we should embrace it in every way possible. And I don't want to look back when I'm an old lady to how my life was and if I really made the most of it. So know that you are enough. Know that when you were born, when you were created, you had everything within you already to pursue that purpose in which you were created for. And so you don't need anything more. You just need to tap to what's in here. You see, for me to be able to create this platform that I have, simply just using what I have, it wasn't about having the best skills. It wasn't about being the best speaker or, you know, looking a certain way. It was just using what I simply had and just to go for it and speak from my heart. And so if you're watching this, know that you are enough. Know that whatever it is that you have within you, whether it is little and you feel like it is not enough, use that. Use it because you have no idea what impact it can have on others within your family or within your community. So just use what you have and just keep knowing that you are so enough. Now here's what I want you to do. I want you to head over to my blog on my website, upliftingstudios.com.au, and over there I've shared about the fact that you are enough. So I want you to read that and share this with a friend. So share this video with a friend and send me a message. Just let me know, what did you think of this topic of you are enough, and perhaps what are you struggling with? What are some of the things that you feel that you are not enough and are getting in the way, so that as the weeks go by, we can begin to tackle ways in which you can just continue to unshackle those self-limiting beliefs, because it doesn't happen overnight. It is a journey. And even for me, there are times when I feel that I do not have what it takes to do something, but it's a constant reminding of myself, and also surrounding myself with people who believe in me. You know, people who will tell me, come on, Annie, you've got it in you. You've got to do this. And so it is positioning myself in the right place with the right people. So head over to upliftingstudios.com.au, read that blog, and I'm really, really looking forward to hearing from you. So until next time.